For full episodes of the Diverse Mentality podcast, check the links in the description below. The full video version is available on the main channel, and the audio version is available on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Hit Boy. Shout out to Hit Boy. He's a crazy producer, man. Apparently, Jay-Z had the Sicko Mode beat before Travis Scott and realized he had it after Travis Scott dropped the song. So that is very interesting. When speaking on the former, Hit Boy said after giving the beat to Travis Scott, he actually played it for Jay-Z, who had his own vision for the track, but it was too late. At the end of the day, Travis was the first one to pay up. That happens a lot. When academics asked if the producer ever runs to hot water playing beats from multiple interested parties, Hit Boy replied plainly that it's all about who pays. I don't really promise beats. When I get paid, that's who got the beat. You're not going to Saks Fifth. You're going to Neiman Marcus and being like, cool, I'm about to get a few outfits. I'm finna wear these shits out. I'm gonna think about paying you later. Like, nah, you gotta pay for this shit and then it's yours. That's how Bobby Shmurda got that hot boy beat, because Banks didn't pay for it. He rapped over 2 years earlier, 3 years earlier. He never bought it.
Because I was like, man, I heard Banks on this.
Yeah. So he never paid for the beat. That's why.
And then I was confused. I was like, how the hell did he take Banks' beat and got hot with it?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder what the hell Jay-Z thought about it. He's probably like, what
damn, I'm too late.
Yeah, so he added the beat was originally in a beat pack, and that when Kanye got it, he barely altered it and told Hit Boy that he knew the track was going to change his life. What is he talking about? He's talking about the Guys in Paris record. Okay, yeah, so this is totally, I don't know why they switched the whole topic of.
I don't know if I could picture Jay-Z on this beat.
Sicko Mode?
Yeah.
Hey, Jay-Z's talented, man. As much as I troll on him,
no,
not even troll, but like,
he definitely is.
You know, I think Jay-Z would have done something great with it. But sometimes it's better. It goes in the hands of the right person sometimes. And
I think it did, yeah.
Yeah, so Travis Scott and Drake. Now, this one I'm going to get on Jay-Z's ass for. Jay-Z was on fucking Clubhouse, the app that people are randomly using now again. And it was supposed to be a conversation about Alicia Keys and her album, and then Jay-Z decided to jump in and talk about it. And instead, he went on, they're asking Jay-Z questions because Jay-Z's obviously more important than Alicia Keys, no disrespect, but Jay-Z, whenever he talks, they kind of care more about what Jay-Z's saying than what Alicia Keys is saying. He basically said Beyonce is bigger than Michael Jackson, which I laughed. Like, when I first read that, I bursted out, literally laughing. And on Twitter, I was like, the only reason Jay-Z's saying this shit is because it's his wife. He doesn't truly believe this. There's no way.
Stop.
I laughed really hard. He said Beyonce's going to be mad at me for saying this, but Michael Jackson never had a Coachella, which, what the fuck does that have anything to do with it? She's an evolution of him because she watched him at 9, he said, and the kids are the same. Find me another concert that's actually culturally relevant and thriving as Coachella. Beyonce is going to be one of the best singers we ever heard because she is such a student. I don't know about one of the best singers I've ever heard, but that's opinion-based, but she is very talented, worldwide, globally known. Great, but definitely not bigger than Michael Jackson. I remember Super Bowl, that event, that people faint like crazy and just, bro, Michael Jackson's like, there's Jesus and there's Michael Jackson.
There's no comparison with Michael Jackson.
You got,
period.
Yeah, that just.
There's just no comparison.
Michael started at like 5 years old, bro, and was a superstar. At 5. Beyonce didn't blow up till she was like 16, 17. That alone, you have to start at 4 or 5 years old, 6 years old, whatever age you start out. Mm-hmm. Blow up, become a like Bow Wow type of shit, which Bow Wow wasn't even that big as Michael Jackson, but he was huge.
Yeah.
If Bow Wow would have kept going, different story. Chris Brown started at like 15, 16. If you would have started at like 7, 8, you could argue, hey, this guy is consistent. He started at the same time as Michael Jackson.
What about Justin Bieber, though?
Justin Bieber was like 14, 15.
When he started?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was actually younger.
A lot of these people started like 14, 15. Michael Jackson started like 6, 7 years old, man. ABC. That was a hit record. 1, 2, 3. Like, he was in a group and then expanded and became a fucking mega icon. Like, I don't even know what the fuck word to use. There's no word to describe it. That's what I'm saying. You have to have somebody that started at a young-ass age, dominated as a young age, goes into teenage, dominates as a teenager, then dominates as an adult. You know how hard that is to do to transition? Because when you start out as a kid, people view you as a kid artist. They'll be like, he's just a kid artist. He's cute.
Yeah.
And then your voice changes. You hit puberty. You have to figure out how to maneuver that. You figure that out. You got changes on his face. He said, my nose got bigger. I got acne. I became uncomfortable. Figured all that out. Fucking dropped off the wall. Blew the fuck up as a solo artist. And
God, this guy's career has been.
Yeah, nobody has matched that or even got close to that. You know, no disrespect to Beyonce. She's huge. Baychella, Coachella, I don't care what it is. But Beyonce didn't start at like 7 years old, man. You know, so that's one thing. Is like that alone. How many records? Beyonce doesn't even have a diamond album. Not one. Not a single diamond album. I don't know about worldwide, but in America, her biggest selling album is about 7 times platinum, which is amazing.
Which is very
It's
good,
not diamond, though. So, you know, and that's, you know, so I don't know. Yeah, that's not, you know, Michael Jackson did 33 times platinum. He went diamond 3 times on one album in America alone. That's people's whole careers, like, on one fucking album.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, he actually did Eminem's whole career in one album. Thriller did about 100 million copies. Eminem's whole career is about 130 million you could add in, you know, now. But that's with singles and everything, but albums, singles. Like, one album has done a lot of people's whole career. Jay-Z's whole career twice over is one Thriller album. Like, that's the difference. Like, you know, people forget, man. I think
that's crazy.
They don't register in their mind. I think Jay-Z, I'm surprised even Jay-Z even said that. Like, that even came out of his mouth. Because it's his wife, so I get it.
And the other thing he said, too, man.
And then this is the other thing, which we already talked about this, and I disagree completely. Jay-Z states he has 0 versus competition. And I got to play the audio for this. I got to play the audio for this, just for the culture, just for you guys to hear
our
the
favorite
tone.
rapper.
You guys just got to hear this tone of how he says it. That's another thing, too.
This guy.
Hold his flowers on a versus stage.
Man, ain't nobody can stand on that stage with me. I ain't gonna lie, no disrespect. Everyone's amazing and done what they done. No one can stand on that stage with me. I'm just telling you guys the real. Like, it's not a shot. There's not a chance in hell that anyone can stand on that stage with me for I don't know how long it is. 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours.
Right.
Look,
you gotta stand in front of the Grammy family freestyle live. No one's ever even seen me perform that. Like, you got to stand in front of that. That ain't gonna never happen, man. Let's move on from verses and this.
Give him those birds. Okay.
So it's the way he says it too. It's like nobody even stands a chance. I get it. You got to be confident as an artist. You got to hype yourself up.
Right.
But Jay-Z even knows there are artists that toe to toe would probably beat him. You got Lil Wayne. That's one that has a catalog of music. Yep. I think Wayne would be better. You got Drake.
Eminem.
The only problem I have with Eminem is performance stage-wise. How will people react to it? A lot of the music. That's the only question. That's what I'm worried about.
It would be the same for Jay-Z. I don't think it would be.
Big Pimpin'. Like, a lot of records he has would move.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Eminem, that's the only aspect I'm worried is how would people move to the records.
You better lose yourself.
Yeah,
come on, man.
He's got records.
That record would slap Jay-Z in his lips.
But I'm saying is, this guy. What I'm saying is, I said 50 would Garrett should I try and wash him. That's
would wash his whole career.
That's what I said. People are like, "Quake, you fucking tripping?" Like,
it's
nah,
it's just.
I don't think people realize.
If you guys think we're tripping, just go back, listen to the Get Rich or Die Trying from the beginning to the end, and then
just do.
If you think we're still tripping, then okay, man.
Just ask this question: does Jay-Z have a bigger record than In the Club? No. There's not a single record. Maybe Empire State of Mind because it's a New York anthem that they bump. But does that get bumped to a record that every day is somebody's birthday that song plays? It still gets 1,000 spins on radio, and radio is all outplayed and old. It still gets played on radio.
Yeah,
that means it's hitting old generation and new generation because it's still getting streamed. Like, that's hard to do, man. A lot of records. That's Thriller type shit.
I mean, we don't even have to just say for that record, man. But just
50's
in general,
catalog, mixtapes.
He's got way more.
I put a hole in your bag, like all kinds of records,
Candy
man.
Shop, just a little bit.
I'm going to mixtape records.
I just want to see Smile.
Sad. He's got a lot of records, man.
Dude,
I think
too many records.
Jay-Z is cool. Don't get me wrong.
He can get the crowd turn up.
Yeah, Jay-Z is cool. Don't get me wrong. Great artist, legendary, historical, one of the best, longevity, one of the GOATs. I get that. Much props to Jay-Z. No disrespect.
Yeah. We're not saying that he sucks or anything.
But I know why he said that. It's just he has to say he's the best. That's normal. But him saying, who can stand on that stage? Like, bro, you know who can stand on that stage. I wish somebody, that's the thing, nobody in these group chats talk or say something like they feel like they're going to disrespect Jay-Z. No, I'll be like, listen, man, here's the artist on stage.
That's the number one thing that pisses me off.
This is why I created a podcast. If I fucking had Jay-Z here, I'd be like, listen.
I would say, like, Jay-Z,
come on.
You're capped.
No, I mean, it's not disrespectful, unless you say, oh, you're fucking garbage. Like, you're not disrespectful. You're just saying, hey, look, I think this artist is way bigger than you, man. And this is.
Yeah, I would have not said it that way. You capped. Yeah. But I would have been like, come on, man. I would have been like, you serious? Wayne, 50,
Drake.
You even said when 50 came through, like hurricanes do.
All kinds of shit. So, he did give Jadakiss, though, one of the best performances of the year on Versus, and I agree. That was Jadakiss's. When he completely controlled that stage. The Locks washed Dipset because of Jadakiss, so shout out to Jadakiss.
You think that he's considering to do a Versus? Since he's talking about it like that?
Nah, people ask 50 about Versus. Yeah. He says, I'm not interested. People
but at least he talked about it. He was like, man, look, even if I went up there, like, blah, 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 blah.
He's not going to do it, bro. Honestly, let's think about Kanye, too, man. Kanye's got both sides. He's got the producer and he's got the fucking rapping, which is unfair. That's just like... The only person I can think of is Dr. Dre, if he can use everybody's production that he's ever produced for, which is the only one that can compete with Kanye at that point. That's that. Now that I would love to see. Dr. Dre versus Kanye West would be.
What about like, Birdman? If he could use everybody's.
He didn't produce. He just.
Well, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Birdman is.
He had. Yeah. Or Khaled, man. He's got. Never mind.
Nah, yeah. You're talking about Dr. Dre.
I'm thinking like all these artists.
Yeah.
Birdman and Khaled. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
No, because what is that? How does that like? You have to be featured on the track or play a part in the making of that track.
Yeah, I mean, Birdman's in every part of every freaking Drake.
Like Lil Wayne, he didn't write a verse for Wayne or produce the beat. Like you have to have some sort of role in that. You can't.
He was in the music video.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah,
still something.
So, I think Dr. Dre and Kanye would be the greatest thing. I think that would be more entertaining than anything that I can think of.
I agree. You're right. Good job, Quake.
I think you're
a beast.
That is.
God bless his soul.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, but
I'm just
Lil Jon
thinking, man.
Look what Lil Jon said. This is what Lil Jon said. Lil Jon said Busta Rhymes would whoop Jay-Z's ass in a verse. Everybody got quiet. Like,
they're both artists that.
Yeah, but he said, listen to what he said. He said,
"Oh God,
Busta Rhymes would smoke Jay-Z in a versus battle," according to Lil Jon.
Yeah.
Smoke.
Who wants to smoke me?
I think Lil Jon's on some kind of drugs. There has to be drugs involved in this.
Yeah, he was probably just too many shots.
Nah, the Busta Rhymes is a legend. Don't get me wrong, but Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes. Let's see.
I'm trying to think. Like, why would he say that? That's what I'm thinking.
I'm looking at the article right now. Let's see. No one, Jay-Z said, no one can stand on stage with me. It will be. At least one rapper begs to differ. As comments poured in all night, Lil Jon offered his take and passionately predicted Busta Rhymes would easily beat Hove in a versus battle. Busta will smoke. You put the smoke emoji, Jay-Z.
Do you think he said that because Jay-Z said they couldn't even last 2 hours with me? And Busta Rhymes could 100% last 2 hours.
Yeah. Lots of artists don't last 2 hours with Jay-Z.
I don't know about that, man.
You got, like, we just mentioned 4 artists that could easily last 2 hours with Jay-Z.
Oh,
Lil Wayne.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, Eminem.
I was trying to think outside of these artists because we already know that 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to.
I think, who else?
2 hours is a pretty long time, man.
Yeah. To be fair, man, I think people sleep on T.I. T.I.'s got a great catalog of music.
Yeah, he does.
I think T.I. is a really great artist, man. He's got a great catalog of music.
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, people do sleep on T.I.
Yeah. I mean, that's why 50 didn't want to do the verses. I think he was like, okay, T.I.'s got some shit. Ignored the verses.
But
No, 50 would wash it. Yeah,
well, I don't know about wash, but he would probably sweep him a little bit.
Bro, a minute. I think people forget Get Rich or Die Trying and just
beg for mercy.
Just Mini Men. Just imagine him playing Mini Men. Come on, man. Yeah. Nobody's gonna top that. I really don't see anybody topping that.
We need some verses, like some I don't want to see these. Well, I want to see them, but I need like some big artists.
I mean, it's hard to get him. You have to. First,
I know, but I just want to see it.
Yeah, obviously, I would love to see it, but it is hard.
Like,
to
I
get
want
him.
a 50 and T.I. or a 50 and
50's not doing
or
it.
Jay-Z and not.
I want a Lil Wayne and T.I.
Lil Wayne.
That'd be legendary.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne and T.I.? Yeah, I could see that.
I think Akon would wash people too, man. Akon's been on hooks, his own records, sold a lot of records worldwide. Akon would wash some of these people, man. Let's be honest here. People sleeping on Akon. Smack that all on. Come on, man. Lots of records. Just the Freedom album. I think the Freedom album is a classic.
Doing 60 on.
I think that's
65?
one of my favorite albums. But yeah, Jay-Z's tripping. Of course, he's gonna hype up his wife. He's gonna hype himself up, rightfully so, as he should. He is one of the greatest of all time, obviously. But he definitely isn't the best in verses, and he wouldn't be the only greatest one in there and be like, oh, nobody can stand the stage. No, there's a lot of artists. That's he said no disrespect to anybody, but nobody can stand the stage with me. So I'm like, all right. Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody in these chats say shit. They just listen and like, okay, yeah, I agree with you, Jay-Z, because I want you to be on my good side. That's what it is. Like, come on, bro. Just be like, listen, this is the guy that could at least stand the grounds with you and at least, fight with you.
I would have said, just in a nice way, I would have been like, you don't think like M or 50 or,
Immediately I said Wayne, M, Drake, Kanye, 50. Yeah. Immediately. Those what came out of my mouth. And then we'll see what he says after that. Me and my wife.
That's a good one.
Me and my wife got billions.
And that's why Hollywood is fake, because no one tells the truth, bro. They just smile in your face like, yeah, you're amazing, and then behind your back.
That's my problem is these fucking interviews. I wish I could be. This is why I started this. If I get these artists, I was just be like, listen, bro, this is
why you cap.
It's no disrespectful way. I mean, just don't do it in a disrespectful way. That's it. Just be honest. Be like, listen, man, this is what I think. And Jay-Z's always confident. It's never. Whenever somebody says something to him, he doesn't take it in a bad way. He's like, yeah, that's your opinion. I agree. He's always said that when in interviews.
No,
so why don't people?
Pretty solid with.
Why don't people just be like, hey, that's my opinion. There you go.
Who was this interviewer?
No, they're on Clubhouse, which is that app where people talk. Yeah,
Gotcha. I forgot.
It was supposed to be about Alicia Keys' album.
Yeah.
Once Jay-Z started talking, all the headlines of Jay-Z, everything Jay-Z says.
Yep.
So
everybody forgot about her.